And we are live. Yay! Hey. All right, so family, friends, my boos, my loves. I am doing solo number 2 from the Haunted Rock Island YMCA for my second go. I felt a draw to the trunk room. I don't know if I'm going to go ahead and do another brief history on this. If you've already heard this, I apologize, but I want to do another brief history on this just in case there's anybody that missed my walkthrough or missed me mentioning it on my last solo. So, one really cool thing, I set up my K2 on a chair. There's nothing by it for this thing to go off. I just want to show this real quick. So, and I can't be on airplane mode because I'm doing my live, but this thing has been bouncing all over the place. Like, it'll go to yellow, it'll go to orange. But when I picked it up and I was like, I actually went up and around, all around, like it went down to just one green. But when I sit it in the chair, it keeps, like, it won't stop. It just will not stop. So you make of it what you will. Okay, so quick rundown on the history from how it was explained to me with the trunk room. This is the room that there's actually a security camera that's right out here in the hall. I don't like being out here. So there's a security camera that actually caught a woman screaming, and you can hear the trunk closing. Now, let me freaking chilled right now. This room is hot as hell, and I'm chilled. You guys, I don't think you can probably see it because I got the lights on right now. I have the lights on because I'm pulling all my equipment out of my bags. So, and plus I was trying to figure out why my K2 was going off. I was trying to make sure there's nothing electrical by it that's causing interference. So, just so everybody knows too, my StreamYard is screwed up for whatever reason. It's only showing me YouTube comments right now. I don't understand why I'm not able to see Facebook or Twitter. So if you are leaving comments, know that I'm not ignoring you. I will address everything as soon as I'm done with my live. So feel free to leave comments and questions. I will get right back to those. I promise. I believe Candy is supposed to be watching live from the first floor. I'm actually on the second. So I'm kind of hoping that if anybody does throw questions out on Facebook, that she's going to be able to run the helm and answer any questions that you guys might have. Okay, so the trunk room. This is the room that they would bring because there was a brothel that was, and now it's going orange. That there was a brothel that was ran in the upper rooms here of the Haunted Rock Island YMCA. And they would bring the women into here and they would beat them until they were dead, throw them in a trunk. Now, I showed you the dock earlier. This is how you would get to the dock from here. Let me show this real quick. So let me flip my camera around. Like, you would just go right down there. So there would be a hearse or a car waiting, and they would put these women in these trunks. They would drive over to the Mississippi River and basically take out the trash, according to them. Now, another thing is when I did my walkthrough and I was up on the 4th floor, I showed the room where they beat the woman, or not the woman, I'm sorry, the man, and they threw him down the elevator shaft. And let me flip the camera. Down there's where he fell. So I'm actually like right in an area that's supposed to be extremely active. I've got my cat balls, I've got my boo lights, I've got my chatter guys, and this mannequin in here is going to keep tripping me out every time I see it. I do have my boo box. I might be bringing my boo box out to run. I did say that I would work with that. I'm going to be honest, this room makes me kind of nervous because I know what happened in here. And after I heard the audio that was caught from the security footage camera, like you would have to hear it. Like it's very, like it raises the hair on the back of your neck. It's hearing a woman scream and cry out, and like, I mean, and it was horrific. Like it was almost like you're listening to her death is basically the best way I can describe it. Now, the bad thing is that we're probably going to have a little bit of interference. There is a group on the 3rd floor. I'm hoping it's not too much. If it is, then I'll cut it short. So, all right. And it is hot as hell in here. So I got my lights out. I got my chattergeist ready to go. I've got my ghost. I've got my K2, which is going apeshit in a chair, and I'm not close enough for it to be going off. So I've already played with it. It'll jump, like it'll stop, and then it'll jump up to like it'll stop flickering and go solid. And then like right now it's going all the way up to yellow. Like I'm not even close enough for it to be affected by my phone. Like I'm a good couple feet away from it, and it's still spiking up to yellow. But when I took it out of the chair, it went just to 1 green. And that was before I went live, and I did not have my phone in hand, just so you guys know. So, hey, Darren, how are you? Okay. All right, so we've got my blue lights. I figure I'm going to put a blue light in the door frame. That should go off in like a minute. And it's off. I got my next blue light. See, the K2's going. Why does my camera look fuzzy? Like I can't even really focus on my K2. I don't know, maybe you guys can see it, but on my end, I'm gonna put my next blue light right there next to the chair. So this is the chair I plan on sitting in. And then I've got my cat balls. So I figure I'm gonna put a cat ball right here. Are you gonna work? All right, cat ball. There we go. I didn't have it pushed. And then we'll put another cat ball right there. I'm gonna sit. And I do have space behind my chair. So we're gonna sit here. And I'm hoping that my stuff doesn't get too distorted. All right, I'm back to 2 bars. Okay, so we've got blue light, K2 going nuts in the chair, cat ball, and I've got the chattergeist in my lap. My boo box is actually in my bag right there, and I might pull that out. That's a mannequin, guys. That's what's gonna trip me out. It is freaking hot in here. I know I keep saying that. Okay, so hello, spirits. I don't know if you remember me or not. I did do a walkthrough through here before. I'm gonna turn my flashlight off. I did do a walkthrough through here before. My name is Bree. It's nice to meet you. I'm not here to hurt you or cause any issues. K2's still going crazy in that chair. I would just like to get to know you, hear your story. I've got 4 different lights on the floor right now. I've got 2 white ones that if you move by them, they will go off. Maybe touch them. And I've also got 2 little balls on the floor. that light up a whole bunch of pretty colors. If you want to touch those and let me know that you're here, that would be great. Just so I know you're here and I can say hi to you officially and formally. Now, I don't have an EVP that I'm running. I will be getting one of those here soon. So I think one thing that would be good for me to do, though, is to run the Chattergeist just to see, especially since I did get really good hits down in the other room in the basement. So Chattergeist is powering up. And now it's calibrating. And we're good to go. And I've got a cat ball going off. Thank you. And it got really cold just now. It's nice to meet you. I've got movement over by that cat ball right now, too. Sorry, guys. I saw movement out of the corner of my eye. You sent me an experiment try later. Okay, Darren, I appreciate that. I didn't get a chance to see that before I started this live. Are you able to make that ball go off again? Thank you. It is really cold right now, guys. And there's movement. Do you like that ball? It's pretty cool how that goes off, isn't it? Yeah. Do you like the pretty colors? You can touch it and it's not going to hurt you. It's just going to light up real pretty. Thank you for touching it the 3 times that you did. I appreciate that. It's nice to know that you're in here with me. So for anybody that's watching, you can see that I've got a cat ball right there that's in front of the chair. I've got another one right here. I've got a blue light right there in front of me. And I've got another blue light in the door. The blue lights act like trip lights, and I've got them set to high. I've got a K2 right now in the chair that's spiking to yellow. And whenever I put my camera on the chair, it's like, I don't know if you guys are able to tell that it's going to yellow. Like it is steady yellow now. Like it was just flickering on green, but now it's on yellow. Are you sitting in the chair across from me? Yeah. If you're sitting there, can you make that go to orange? you've got it to yellow, but can you get it up to orange for me? Or even make it spike to red? I don't know if you guys can see, but it's definitely a strong yellow now, whereas before it was a strong green, a flickering green, and then the yellow would just flicker, but now the two greens are solid, and the yellow is what's flickering. I know when I look at it on my phone, it looks blurry. Almost like somebody's sitting in that chair. Now you are seeing the reflection of the K2 off the arm of the chair, just so you're aware. It's got wooden arms. Here, I'll show. It's got wooden arms. So you do see that reflection, and it's also reflecting off the white box too. Are you still over by that recliner where that pretty ball's at? Are you able to touch that ball again? And I got movement. That might be annoying to you guys that I'm turning my light on, but that scared me. I'm going to be completely honest. Because that was a weird noise. Thanks, Darren. Okay, so got my chattergeist. I'm trying to get out of the menu. Actually, let me unplug it and plug it back in. So my goal is to do the same amount of time that I did downstairs in here. Okay. I've got movement behind me. Those boots keep getting me. Okay, so now the yellow is strong on the K2. All right, let's do this. I'm going to go with 8 ball. I always do that first. Is there anybody in here with me? I kind of feel like whatever was in that chair isn't there anymore because now it's down to just a flickering green. Okay, so I got never. So nobody's ever in here? Doubtful. Something just touched my leg. And as you can see, there's nothing on my leg, but something literally just went across my leg. Are you a male? I feel like something's on my hand. What the hell? There's nothing on my hand. It literally felt like something was like doing this. Okay, I got a response. It says could be. Hopefully not. That's why I keep looking. That's why I keep turning my light on, just to make sure that like what I'm hearing isn't alive. Is there a female in here? Doubtful. Okay, so I've got a male in here. And what you guys can't really tell is it when it's negative, it comes through and like it's red in color. So you're a male. Were you with the mafia? Yes. And when you get a positive, it comes across green. I've got a question in my mind, but I'm kind of nervous about asking it. Maybe. And that's a good one. But with this being yes or no, the number, I would have to use the dictionary for that one. But that is a good question. Is this. See, and I had a question in my mind, and I'm wondering if it picked up on, like, without me even speaking. Like, did it know what I was going to ask? Because in a way that could answer my question. Is this John? Feasibly. Well, it's nice to talk to you again. I spoke with you upstairs. Did you come down to see me? I don't know why. I cannot stop shaking right now. And I don't think that has anything to do with the paranormal. I think it's just nerve-wracking being in this room. I hear something out in the hallway, too. Is somebody out in the hallway? If I don't get an answer to this, I'm not. Maybe. Okay. Thank you. Is somebody sitting in the chair across from me? Okay, Darren's got a good question. So one of my friends would like me to ask you a question. Were women killed in this room? Yes. Thank you. Were more than 5 women killed in this room? Just so you know, I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to me. And I don't ask to judge you. I'm just trying to learn what happened here. Something's right next to me. I can hear movement next to me. Okay, possibly. Thank you. I don't know if it's responding to something being next to me or if it's answering the question that I asked if more than 5 women were killed. So I'm going to ask again. And I'm not trying to be rude by asking again. I just want to make sure that that was the answer to that question. Were more than 5 women killed in this room? Yes. Were more than 10 women killed in this room? Again, I don't, could be, okay? I won't ask again about that. Thank you for answering my question. I appreciate that. Never. I don't understand what that pertains to. I didn't even ask anything. Did I upset you? I apologize if I did. I did not mean to be rude. I don't know if I'll get an answer or not to that question. And that's okay if I don't. Is there more than one person in here with me? Darren, that is a great question, and I will definitely ask that too. Probably. Is there more than 3 people in this room? Maybe. Okay. Is there 5 people in this room? I just saw a flashlight off to my left. But there's nothing going off there. There's nothing that should have reflected a light. And I have no, like, it was like a streak of light, like right here. And it was not a cat ball going off. And never. You like saying never a lot. It's like the 3rd or 4th time never's come through. You like saying never? And I keep seeing a light off to my left. But it's not a cat ball. See, the cat balls are not going off. That is really weird. Okay, so a friend of mine would like me to ask you this question. Know that it is not asked. Yes, you like saying never. Okay, that's the last question I asked, unless it's responding before I can even get the question out of my mouth. That's interesting. So my friend would like me to ask, did you take pride in the bad things that you did? And just know we don't ask to be disrespectful. We just ask to get to know you better. Never. If you don't mind my asking, did you do them because true? That wasn't even out of my mouth yet. Okay, can you let me finish the question first? Did you do the bad things because you were told to do them? Remember, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to get to know you better. Feasibly. Do you feel guilty for what you did? Feasibly. Do you have any secrets that you would like to share with me? Yes. If you'd like, I have a different function on this where you can choose different words and you can tell me your secrets. Would you like me to use that? Okay, there was a really loud bang, guys. I don't know if you heard that. Okay, I think somebody just came down on the floor. I don't know. That was a really loud freaking bang, though. That sounded like a door slam. Did it? That was weird. Really weird. Yeah, certainly. That certainly was. Okay. So I don't know if it's. Are you answering my question? I don't know. Darren, did you hear that slam? That was really weird. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go to dictionary mode. Okay, so I've got dictionary mode on. There's, for anybody new who's watching, this is the Chattergeist. And the Chattergeist has over 17,500 words. So it says descended, mourn, and admitted. Are you sharing your secrets with me now? I won't judge you. Just so you know. Okay, I do hear other people. I'm wondering if the group that was on the third floor is coming down. No, you're fine. And I hear walking right now. All right. Oh, it sounds like the other group is really close to me. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I'm going to turn this off. And the Chattergeist is talking again. It says sedentary, psychosis, and wakes. Very interesting indeed. Wait, I think that they're moving again. Away from me. Okay, yeah, I don't hear any voices. Okay. So, I'm going to stay here for a few more minutes. It says tilt and loving. Let me flip my camera back around. And you guys can, oops. I don't know if you can read it, but it says tilt and loving. So, all right. And that K2 is still bouncing. Now it's up to yellow again. Is there somebody sitting in that chair? Who is in that chair, I wonder? And now it's saying unit and arguably. See, I almost feel like I need to bring a pad and a pad of paper and a pen with me when I use this, so I can write these words down to see if a full sentence is trying to be communicated to me. It is so hot in here. If somebody and something is touching my leg again. And there's nothing on my leg. Like, it literally felt like something was rubbing my leg. That was so weird. If you're in here, can you make the cat balls go off again one more time before I go? Because I'm getting ready to wrap up. And I'm going to put my pretty toys away. I'll pull them back out again a little bit later. I'm probably going to be in a different room. But if you want to see the pretty lights again, you can touch them right now. And make them go off one last time before I pack up. Darren, from what I understand, yes. These were the ladies of the night that were murdered. And when they were done with the girls, they would bring them into the room that I'm in now. And they would beat them to death, and put them in trunks. And this says deserve oxygen and carcass. So that goes along with what I'm telling you. So evidently they deserved their killing. They were deprived of oxygen for sure, and they were thrown away like a dead carcass when you think about it. I mean, I find this to be, it pertains to what I'm talking about right now. So they would bring the women. I'm really trying to figure out. I don't know if something just walked in here, you guys. It is really, really cold. And I couldn't figure out why I had a white light going off or why I saw a light reflecting. And it's not the K2. And there's something right next to me. I'm not gonna lie, like right now, I feel very, how would I put it? My spidey senses are tingling right now. But there was like a light, like a white light reflecting right here. It was so weird. Okay, I was just shushed. Shh. Noted in future. Is there a reason why the Mississippi River was used instead of burying the bodies? I don't ask to be rude. Like I said, I'm just trying to better understand what happened and make sure that the truth gets told. I just want to make sure that history is telling the story correctly. And I hear footsteps. There's movement outside the door. Okay, so Chattergeist is not going off anymore. I'm now hitting my 45 minutes that I said I would do. Cat balls have stopped going off. And I'll be honest, I really feel like that was a female that was playing with those before. But yeah, I'm not, now Chattergeist has gone quiet. I really feel like there's something out there because I heard that plastic, like, I don't, here, let me show you guys. That's me getting up out of the chair. There's this right here, and I heard that getting moved. See, you gotta touch those for those to go off. So, at this point, I'm gonna call this session done. I'd say this was a really good session, in all honesty. We got activity with the cat balls. The K2 is still going apeshit in that chair. It is, oh my God, I am like walking over here. I'm freezing right here. And this room is hot. Like the back of my neck is soaked. But I'm, there's no way to show you with the overhead light, but I got, yeah, it's time, definitely time for a new spot. But right here, like right where I'm standing, like I'm freezing. Like it's cold, really cold. But I think this was a really good session. I mean, we got activity on the cat balls. I heard a lot of movement. I know I saw a shadow. I kept seeing a weird white light where no light should have been seen. The chattergeist was answering on point with the questions. So I would say overall, this was actually a really good session in here. So I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to clean up my stuff, and I may or may not go live again later. But I want to thank everybody for joining me. So thank you for watching. Thank you for all your love and support. And I may or may not, like I said, come back for another live. So I know it's getting late and some people are probably going to bed. So I won't be offended if you miss it. But if you do end up catching this on replay, please make sure you put in the comments replay so I know that you did when you caught it. I'm trying to time my lives a little bit better and to make sure that people see them, trying to understand them better. You know, this is all still learning with what works best. All right. Well, I will catch you guys later. You have a good night. So love ya. Peace. And don't forget to be like Brie.